Projects and shingles manufactured from old-growth western red cedar have been around for quite some time. The process of turning raw logs into handcrafted shingles and shakes has remained relatively unchanged for decades. While technology has grown in leaps and bounds, it's still an old-fashioned saw and sawyer that make this beautiful, sought-after product. As like many other shingle mills in BC, R Cedar Limited is located on the banks of the Fraser River, making logs very easily accessible. Tugboats tow the log booms to the front of the mill, where they are tied up for future consumption. From here, individual logs are pulled up onto the main deck and brought through the large circular cutoff saw. The deckman will cut the logs into 16, 18, or 24-inch lengths and use the splitter axe to split them into smaller, more manageable blocks. While the majority of these blocks will be sawn into shingles, the section of the logs that are clear of knots and have tight, straight, vertical grain will be manufactured into 18-inch straight splits, also called barn shakes, or 24-inch resaws. This is because in order to split these blocks into shakes, the clearest, high-quality vertical grain is required. And in order to keep the waste to a minimum, the deckmen carefully check over each log. When the blocks reach the main mill, the block pilers stack them onto the sawyer's table, according to which type of shingle or shake they are producing. In order to maintain the smoothest butts and faces as possible, our saws are sharpened and maintained regularly. They are checked every 2 hours at break time, but occasionally the blocks have small rocks in them, which will damage the saw teeth. If this or any other problem arises, the machine is turned off. The saws that need to be sharpened go to the filing room, where they are individually worked on till they are back to top-notch working condition. This is a very important process to everyone at R Cedar, as it ensures that our products are always of the highest quality. As the shingles or shakes are being sawn, the sawyer will take each one and trim the edges. This is to make sure that each one is square, and also to take off any sapwood or defects that may be present. At the same time, the sawyer grades the shingles, then drops them down the chute into the appropriate bins to be packed. Occasionally, we purchase small amounts of Alaskan yellow cedar, which we will cut into 18-inch perfections or 18-inch tapers on. The final step in the production of shingles and shakes is packing them into bundles and piling them onto pallets for shipment. Our packers grade the shingles and shakes and label them accordingly. They will inspect them for any defects, which will ensure that only the highest quality materials reach our customers' warehouses and job sites. Since only the best logs are brought into our mill, the outcome is a product that has a very high 2-pack content. In other words, shingles and shakes with a large widths. The result, beautiful roofs and sidewalls. Here we see a Kuberman splitting the 24-inch blocks into blanks of the appropriate thickness, which are then side trimmed to square any beveled edges and to remove any sapwood or defects. They are then run through an automatic feed bandsaw, which will cut it corner to corner and make 2 shakes. These are called resaws and are mainly manufactured into 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch thicknesses. While the majority of the blanks go through the automatic feed bandsaw, Occasionally, the cuberman must saw them by hand, as you see here. Occasionally, customers will ask for a product called a hand split or taper split. These shakes require the highest quality 100% clear blocks with a tight, straight grain. They are made completely by hand with a furrow and mallet, and as you can see, the cuberman must flip the block after each shake is split off. This is how the natural taper is achieved. When making a burn shake, also known as a straight split, the blocks are put into a carriage and split into a 3/8 thickness with no taper. They are also trimmed for defects and squareness. We at R Cedar Limited work very hard to manufacture the highest quality shingles and shakes, and as you have seen, it takes a total team effort from top to bottom to achieve this goal. This group effort results in a product that we are very proud to load into trucks and ship to our customers across Canada and the United States. We are also a proud member and supporter of the Cedar Shake and Shingle Bureau, where you can get complete grading information and many other helpful items of interest. If you have any questions about this video, about our mill, or our products, please feel free to call our sales line at 604-308-7685 or our mail direct at 604-826-8000. Here are a few examples of our products, showing the natural rustic beauty of Western red cedar shingles and shakes.